Yes.
Pole sana. Hizi ni results kutoka kwa lab.
Really? Kifaduro. Kaswende hapo hapo. Really? Mwanaume. Si jina yangu. Mwanaume. Watu wanapambana na corona huku nje, kazi yako ni kaswende na ngolori hapa na nini? Kwa kutumia nini? Pasuka. Wewe mwanaume unataka vitu panua. Ndio? Unapanua tu hapa. Kinjio huko ndani kawaida, mlikuwa kama uko kwa mbinguni umesikia? Bibi yako ni mbona sikio kama na yeye? Nini? Ngoja. Usije asili. Usije. Ndio kama nini?
Talk show. This is a talk show whereby we discuss issues to do with mental health. Also looking at quite a number of behaviors that we exhibit, why we behave the way we do behave, and they have an impact on our mental health, that is either positively or even negatively. So welcome so much. My name is Emily Gideon. You can call me Dr. Love. Today with me are our guests, and I will let her to introduce herself. Maybe I won't say her name the way she would wish it to be pronounced. So welcome. Tell us who you are.
I'm a journalist by profession, a practicing journalist for that matter.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm so privileged to have a journalist on board.
No, I'm privileged to be hosted by a doctor.
Wow. And this is a Dr. Love. Whereby when we cross the other side, wow, things get hotter. Things get hotter. But for today, I want us to look at, we have seen that enactment whereby we are having these people in an hospital setup. We have people who are sick, we have the doctor there, and also some guy comes in coughing and everybody's like running away, including the doctor. So I'm like, daktari akikimbia bana. Sasa wagonjwa nao wanatibiwa na nani?
It's hilarious because first of all, the doctor enters. Is it the waiting bay? Yeah, he comes into the waiting bay, and then he has a list of people that. Okay, those are the patients, and then he's calling out like Kaswende, Siji what, Kisonono, and this is a doctor. I want to believe he went to school. Do you go for like 7 years or something?
They go to hospital.
So ethic-wise, that is wrong. And then it's even like human rights. You're not supposed to, you are my doctor, you're supposed to be private with me. Whatever I discuss with you is supposed to be behind closed doors, and it's supposed to be left there. So it's hilarious, it's bad, it's just, I don't know, I can't even explain more. But I feel it's so bad. And I don't actually know where doctors get that from. I don't know if it only happens in Kenya, because I think I've experienced such. Okay, sikuwa na kaswende, but a doctor comes and ataitanana according to the sickness that you're suffering from.
Whatever the problem is.
You're a doctor. Are you taught that? I don't know. Because a doctor is supposed to come and like, Emily Charles, see me in my office.
My room or consultation room.
Yeah.
I really concur with you. And I'm also looking at these patients. If a patient is coming in with kaswende, with gonorrhea, you can imagine that maybe somebody's feeling guilty, shame on me, and then a doctor comes there and announces it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But do you think that can also have impact on that patient's emotional well-being?
Exactly, because kaswende, I don't know, but in Africa, there's a way it's termed. Like, it's so big, it's something to be ashamed of. I think it's just a sickness like any other. All right? It's a sickness like I would have HIV and I go to the hospital and I'm supposed to be treated like any other patient because it's just a sickness like any other. All right? So this one definitely will interfere with his esteem and kaswende ni kaswende. Huyu ni mtu ambaye labda kuna vile anacheza. So that means next time he or she gets kaswende ataenda hospitalini
And
because
at some point you have this character. Who,
Yeah.
when the doctor says, yani nyinyi watu wengine wakipambana na corona, kasieni ni kaswende.
Mm.
And you have this guy, kaswende ni mimi hapa. You know, this shows like, just put up to, mati amefika, amegive up. Whatever you think about me, kaswende ni mimi.
yeah, and why should a doctor behave like that?
We'll be looking at it. I don't know if you saw that we had this expectant mother.
Yeah.
And the doctor was really bashing this expectant mother. and you see also the husband is also shying away.
And running away.
And running away. You know,
Yeah.
the husband, when I looked at that character, I'm looking at the patriarchal rule that when men feel there are things which men are supposed to do and there are things that men are not supposed to do, like accompanying your wife
To the clinic.
to the clinic.
Uh-huh.
There are men who will feel hiyo ni kazi ya wamama. That is why unaona mwanaume anajitoa kwa hiyo story haraka ni mimba anaachia mama ndina. But even the doctor is not empathetic here.
Yeah.
He's like, wewe kazi yako ni kupanua. So when you look at what plays here, it has emotional impact on the patient. And then again, as also I look at this, I also want to talk to the healthcare workers. I know kazi pale ni mob hospitalini and they go through a lot. You know, sometimes people ask, why these healthcare workers sometimes like they are gloomy, sometimes it's like ever they are.
That's my question as well. Yeah.
Healthcare workers, sometimes what they go through is not just the normal life everybody goes through. You come in the morning, a patient you left yesterday was getting well, you find that patient at night died. You know, you see all kinds of injuries. Yeah, they look at every time they observe instances which are very traumatic, deadly diseases. The people die in their arms, and the people will imagine it is okay. They are doctors. Wamezoea kuona watu wakikufa, but believe you me, it isn't okay. It traumatizes them. It affects them also psychologically. Imagine having a patient who dies on you 2 days down the line. Somebody who is very close to you also dies. There's a way emotionally that doctor or that healthcare worker can start connecting the two deaths. And they will find they never come out of that traumatic state. And I'm telling the healthcare workers that we need what we call self-care. You need to take care of yourself like any other person who is working in any field, because we have issues to do with burnout. When somebody has burnout, they have no time for themselves, they don't take care of their emotional well-being, then it will come out what we have just seen, where I'm there working as a healthcare worker, but I project to my patients. Maybe this doctor had a wife who lost pregnancy, or is not able to have kids, and now her woman is coming here fully expectant. It's like mocking the doctor. So there are personal issues that can come to play on how they relate to the patient, and also work-related issues that will bug them, that will weigh down them emotionally, and then now the projection goes to the patient. And I'm calling about healthcare workers. If you feel you have a burnout, if you feel out there you're also going through a lot, kindly self-care, handle your issues, go for therapy, and also for patients again. You know, when we have that physical pain, then physical pain comes with emotional turmoil. I'm paining, I'm not okay, I'm stressed. And then now you see the guy who came coughing.
Yeah.
Everybody ran away. The panic, the stress around COVID issues. And then also the doctor is the time he's running away asking, where is my mask? That was so hilarious. I really laughed about that. So again, it's like also being healthcare workers. When we are stepping out there, we are calling upon everybody, put on a mask, observe these measures. Let us also be the first one also to show others that this is what we are supposed to do. So if you ask a question that you have been to hospital and you have seen such behavior, this was an enactment. But maybe it has happened in one place or the other. And sometimes it's what are you going through inside. And that's why I say, why we behave the way we behave. That kama asubuhi niliacha nimewekwa coffee na mzee, then nakuja kumalizia na mgonjwa.
Yeah.
Unaona?
Yeah.
Nyinyi mnakuja hapo mnaanza kushikana, daktari ana dry spell. Una-expect hata kusmile na nini? So it is a matter of identifying our underlying issues, address them, and instead of projecting them to others. And sometimes they do that even not unaware that is what they are doing. Kuna mtu utachukua video hivi ndio behave na wagonjwa like really? That was me. So sometimes they are not even aware. So we are just calling them. Take care of yourself, self-care, kikiumana, go for therapy. And then you'll be able to relate with others in a way that is harmonious.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. But okay, now this is a problem. Trying to interview a journalist. Let me ask you. When you go to schools, allow me just ask you a question. When you go to those medical schools, don't they like teach you the guidelines, the ethics? Like, for example, I'm a journalist and things happen. Probably at home, something just happened, something that, just that really weighed me down emotionally. Then I'm on set, I'm on camera, I'm supposed to smile. All right? I'm supposed to smile for you not to get that I'm going through something. So you as a doctor, you're not told to, when you're handling a patient, don't let that is weighing you down, like, don't let it out to your patients.
I really get you. And you see, sometimes there is what is taught in class, and there is like what is realistic.
Okay.
With all the ethics, yes, nobody is supposed to project what they are going through to another person and to their patient. But sometimes it may be, I'm not saying it is okay for doctors to do that, but sometimes it may be so overwhelming that it just comes out. I may have issues at home. My marriage has broken. Maybe I've lost a loved one. I was called the other day. And when I'm going through this, I come to us, what happened? My supervisor starts quarreling me and throwing me up there and one wangonjo. So you find, apart from being a doctor, with all that training, I'm also a human being.
Okay.
And that is why we are bringing that show to see people behave the way they behave because of something that is underlying, even something that maybe I'm not aware. And if somebody is a doctor, I said I'm a clinical psychologist. If someone is a doctor and you find every time you are so irritable, you're always being rude to your patients or colleagues, it is the right time you seek for help. You need somebody to help you and walk you through to be able to identify what is that is ailing. Why are you behaving the way you are behaving? Because every behavior has a reason behind it. So, as we are saying, if you are a healthcare worker and you feel that you are overwhelmed, you have personal issues that are coming to interfere with your work, with how you relate with patients or even colleagues, kindly, and hear me well, seek for help. In most of the hospitals, we have clinical psychologists or psychological counselors working there. Talk to them if you feel that you don't trust anybody who works with you. We have quite a number of counseling firms, clinical psychologists all over. You can search for them and then you get help. You are better off when you are taking care of your well-being and especially the psychological well-being. Having said that, thank you so much, Emily Charles, for coming and being with me on this show. Actually, I've really liked the discussion. Thank you so much, but before we go, I can't conclude this until you tell us, where do we find you? Where can we find you, my dear?
All right, thanks so much for having me. I've had a blast. My namesake, every time I meet my namesakes, I just have a blast. Anyway, you can only find me on Instagram, not Facebook, on Instagram at Charles Emily. Emily with the double L, not single L like hers.
Wow.
Charles Emily. Thank you so much.
I just love the distinction of a single L and a double L. Naenda kuongeza yangu, a double L.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Yako ni ya Canada ama ni America, you know?
I think they are Washington.
Oh.
You can get us Kina Taisia on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Just type Kina Taisia. If it's me you want, that is Dr. Love, go to Facebook, look for Emily Mudeu, Dr. Love. The same as on Instagram. Thank you so much, and until next time, I'm your host, Emily, Dr. Love.
Are you all my personal dreams?